The 18th century. In the 18th century, Britain was free from the revolutionary atmosphere that prevailed in the 17th century. The country became more and more wealthy through trade. The middle class and laborers lived in a mood of complacency. The power of the king continued to decline. For the first time, the king's ministers became real policymakers. In 1707, the Act of Union formally united England and Scotland. In 1714, when King and the last of the Stuarts died, Parliament chose the German-speaking elector of Hanover, who was crowned as George I. He was succeeded by his son George II, who, like his father, had little interest in British internal affairs. The most outstanding political leader of this time was Sir Robert Walpole, 1676 and 1745, the first prime minister who developed the idea of the cabinet, a group of ministers who took the actual control of administration for the crown. In Parliament, and two-party system began to evolve. Those who chiefly represented the financial and mercantile interests of the cities and towns, and the progressive element in the aristocracy opposed to any interference in politics by the monarchy, were called Whigs. Those who were strongly attached to tradition and the monarchy were called Tories. The Tories were supported by the gentry, the London aristocracy, and the Anglican Church.
The agricultural revolution. Between the 8th century and the 18th, the tools of farming basically stayed the same, and few advancements in the technology were made. The farmers of the George Washington days had no better tools than had the farmers of Julius Caesar's day. In fact, early Roman plows were superior to those in general used in American 18th centuries later. The agricultural revolution was a period of agricultural development between the 18th century and the end of the 19th century, which saw a massive and rapid increase in agricultural productivity and vast improvement in farm technology. The first industrial revolution, which began in the 18th century, merged into the second industrial revolution around 1815, when technological and economic progress gained momentum with the development of steam-powered ships, railway, and later in the 19th century with the internal combustion engine and electrical power generation. The period of the time covered by the Industrial Revolution varies with the different historians. Eric held that it broke out in Britain in the 78 and was not fully felt until the 1830s or 1840s, while Hudson held that it occurred roughly between 1760 and 1830.